Okay, so this has quickly become one of my favorite videos that I like to film. It's that time of the month again where it is time to let the spinner wheel pick what I'm going to read for the month of February. I had such a fun time with this in January, and I'm just like itching to pick the next round of books. So let's just go through quickly my January wrap up. It's not February 1st yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna finish maybe one book and maybe one more book by the end of the month. I ended up reading the Celestial Kingdom duology, Daughter of the Moon Goddess and Heart of the Sun Warrior. I actually really liked the duology. I think it's a great entry point for like fantasy, because I'm not a fantasy gal and I want to be one, and so I didn't have a super hard time understanding what was going on, and that made it feel 10 times better. There was some things where I was like, they're writing on clouds. Like I talked about this in one of my other videos, so I'm not gonna go super in depth because I talk about all these books in my other videos that I put out this month. So I read that duology, then I read I, Medusa, which I absolutely loved, and then I read Black Sun, which I did like, but that one was a fantasy that like to me was a little bit more advanced, and I was like, what is happening here? I thought it was really good, and I've been trying to read the second book, but I'm just not into it right now, so I ended up putting that down. But I did finish Black Sun. I really liked that one. And then to kind of cleanse my palate, I read A Brush with Love, which I thought was such a cute romance novel, and I haven't read a romance book in a while, so it was a good way to kind of jump back into romance. But I'm currently reading Black Cake, and I just started it today. I have a couple days left in January, so I plan to finish that before the end of the month. I'm actually really liking it. I love a family drama. I'm realizing I love a literary fiction where it's like family and there's like a family saga or drama or secrets are coming out. Love it. So I just started that. I'm only 73 pages in, so I am gonna finish it, so I'll include it here. So what I've read so far, I really like. I obviously have not finished it, but what I've read so far, I very much like it. I know for February, I want to pick 5 books. I want to spin the wheel for 5 books because I already have some books that I want to read that are on my radar that I want to put on my TBR for this month. I really want to read The Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi. That is like a fantasy set on like the high seas, set on the ocean, and I think that would be so interesting. I don't know why I've just like gravitated towards wanting to read that. I also want to read Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I think that's her name. I think that's the author. Those are the 2 that I really have. Oh, and I also want to read Stone Blind. So that one is another Medusa retelling. After reading I, Medusa, I am very interested in Medusa's story and different takes on it and whatnot. So I want to read those 3. So I want to read those 3, and I would also maybe like to read Caught Up. I've kind of had my eye on that one this month. So Caught Up by Navisa Allen. And then honestly, I want to read Wuthering Heights. I'm not gonna lie, I've never read it before. The movie's coming out Valentine's Day. Am I gonna watch it? Yes. Do I like Jacob Elordi? Not really. Do I like Margot Robbie? Very much so. So I'm gonna watch it. Emerald Fennell is like such a nasty director. Did I like Saltburn? Yes. Was that movie nasty? Yes. But did I love it? Yes. Because I also love Barry. So I like her. I feel like she pushes a lot of boundaries, and I think that's so interesting, and I'm excited to see what she does with Wuthering Heights, but I would like to read the book first. Also, this month, between this month and next, or February and March, I want to read, or I will be reading, the nominees for the adapted screenplay category at the Oscars. And there's 5 nominees. Bugonia, which is based on this film called Save the Green Planet, which I heard is kind of crazy, so I'm trying to figure out where I can watch that. Frankenstein was nominated, which I've already read Frankenstein. That's actually one of my favorite books. I read it in college and was kind of obsessed. I would love to reread it again. Me and my friend recently bought a copy together when I was in LA last, So it's kind of it's very fitting. I'm like, okay, I just want to read that. Also, I'm going to see if she wants to read it. She's in school right now, so I don't know if she'll be able to, but I've already read the book, but I still really would like to read it again. The next nominee is Hamnet. I have been wanting to read Hamnet for so long. So Hamnet, and then One Battle After Another is based on Thomas Pynchon's Vineland, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not excited to read. I tried to read Inherent Vice by Thomas Pynchon, and it was not for me. It's not for me, and that's okay. That's okay. But that book pissed me off. That movie pissed me off. Not for me. So I'm not really looking forward to reading that book, but maybe it'll surprise me. Who knows? And then Train Dreams. And Train Dreams is a novella. It's like 100 something pages, so that'll be a quick read. So I also plan to read those 5 books. So, or 4 books, I guess. That's already anywhere between 7 and 9 books. Now, I want to spin the wheel because I want to have more options, and I really want to spin the wheel because I'm really trying to go through my physical TBR. The books that are nominated, the only book I own from that is Frankenstein. So I would have to either get them on my Kindle or buy physical copies. As much as I want to read them, I also want to prioritize books that are on my physical shelves. So with that being said, let's spin the wheel. Like, this is what we're all here for. Let's spin the wheel. I feel like I'm on a game show. We're starting off at 443 entries onto this thing. This is after I put every single book that I own on here. I deleted the books that I deleted the books that were picked from like the last one that I actually read. So let's spin the wheel and see what the first book is. My cat's like, what the hell? This is so fun for me. I don't know why. I hope I get more fantasy. You're kidding me, right? A Brandy Sandy. And okay, so here's another thing. This is the 3rd book in the Mistborn trilogy. I am on the 2nd one, The Well of Ascension. So with that being said, we're gonna read The Well of Ascension instead of Hero of Ages. But if I can, those books are so big though, but if I continue on my fantasy kick, I will read both, because that's what happened with Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I just was like, I'm just gonna read the 2nd one, even though I had the 2nd one, but even though that wasn't one that was picked from my wheel, I just read it. So Hero of Ages, that's exciting. I actually need to write this down. I'm just gonna write The Well of Ascension instead of the Hero of Ages, because the Hero of Ages is the 3rd book. So do I want to remove this one? No, I don't want to remove it, because if I have to spin again, then I will be able to get this one again. Yeah, and I'll take it off. If I end up reading it, I will just take it off. Okay, the next one. I think we're gonna spin for 5. We're gonna spin for 5, and I'll have a lot of options this month, which is awesome because I'm going home for a week. So I have been wanting to read this. This is, I heard, a love story, and I'm into it. I'm down. All right, number 3. Love Light Farms. Whoa. Okay. It's kind of the season for that because it's cold as fuck outside. So, and it's like a Christmas romance. So I feel like, okay, that'll be a good palate cleanser. If I jump into Brandon Sanderson, I'm gonna need something a little lighter after Brandon Sanderson's like 700-page books. Next one. Oh, we have 3. These are good picks. I'm excited. I hope it's another fantasy. I don't know why. I'm just like, fantasy. Whoa. How long till Black Future Month? Oh, wow. I am not good with sci-fi, so this will be a test because, oh man. Okay. Okay. Did I not say I wanted to read Soul Searching? I'm gonna pick another one because I wanted to read Soul Searching no matter what. Like, it was getting read, so the universe is aligned that Soul Searching is something I need to read in February because I was going to read this no matter what. So thank you, gods. Thank you, book gods. We are aligned. We are aligned. I'm going to pick another one because I was reading this no matter what. Okay, we're gonna pick one more. Bruh, in the name of in the vein of Naomi Osaka, like bruh, I don't know, but I got Son of the Morning by Akweke Emeze. They are literally one of my favorite authors. Akweke Emeze wrote one of my favorite romance books of all time. Like, and it's an age gap. They got me to like an age gap. Y'all know I hate an age gap. I'm the biggest age gap hater, and they got me to like an age gap. So I would read their grocery list. I trust anything that they want to do. So that one's going on the list. Son of the Morning. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I got a really cool, like a deluxe edition with like the cute little colored edges. And it's a romantasy. So I'm so excited. I'm excited. Okay, I don't feel like getting up to get the books right now because I'm too comfortable and I'm too tired after work. So let's go through the books. We got Hero of Ages, but that's the third one, so I'm gonna read Well of Ascension first, obviously. Cleopatra and Frankenstein, Love Light Farms. I got How Long Till Black Future Month, which is gonna be really interesting because that's a short story collection. One, I'm not good with short story collections. Two, I'm not good with sci-fi. But that one's by N.K. Jemisin, and I have always wanted to read something by N.K. Jemisin, so I think this is a really good entry point for her, like for me with her. It'll be short stories, and I think that'll be good. And I got Son of the Morning by Akweke Emeze. I'm so excited to read Son of the Morning. So I only got two fantasy books, and one sci-fi. So that might be good. Well, I should wrap up this video. This will be a short and sweet one, but I am so excited to read these books for February. Obviously, they're gonna show up in vlogs. Stay around, hopefully follow me and follow me on my journey. Oh, I guess I should mention that at the beginning of the year, my great TBR problem was sitting at about 500 and I want to say 54 books, and I officially read five from that. I did get one book. My friend sent me one book, and then I ordered a book, so I guess I had two. I guess I need to account for that. So I started out at 554. I gained two books, so that's 556, and then I read five. So we're at about 551 right now, I guess, if we want to do that kind of math. So we're at 551. So I gotta get down. I gotta get under the 50s. I gotta get into the 40s. My goal is to get out of the 500s. That's the goal for the year. But each month I would love to knock out 10, and that would be ideal. But we just did, 5 this time. I did read 6 books, but one of them was the Jeanette McCurdy book. So obviously I don't own that book, and so we didn't count that. But officially 5. But thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching me on this journey. Thank you for watching my channel. And my cat is looking at me right now, like, girl, shut up. She's like, I want to go to sleep. When are you going to sleep? Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.